You've already canceled cable. Now you're thinking about dropping your expensive live TV streaming service. Today, I'm going to share 5 mistakes to avoid. Let's get started. Number 1, paying just as much after canceling. And I'm starting with this mistake for a very important reason, because with the unbundling of pay TV services, we've got more options than ever before from standalone apps. These are just 2 of the new options, and here's what stands out. The standalone streaming apps from ESPN, CNBC, and others, well, they're just more expensive than the apps that launched 5 or 10 years ago. The ESPN app, it's almost 4 times the cost of Netflix's basic plan with ads. This is a trend that I expect to continue, especially with any new apps that include local stations, live sports, or cable news, key components of a pay TV package. Let me explain. Fox One is another new app, and the company has flat out said it's pricing the new service so it will not encourage people to leave their big bundle. Here's the quote: "Pricing will be healthy and not a discounted price." Now more than ever, these companies are pricing things carefully. They don't really want you to downgrade and save by leaving live TV behind. It is still possible though, and I hear all the time from viewers who are dropping live TV. It does help if you can pick up locals with an antenna, and you don't need a bunch of apps just to follow live sports. So here's my general rule. Stick to 3 or fewer paid services at one time. The trick is to avoid swapping one expensive bundle for a DIY bundle that ends up costing just as much. Start small, add only what you actually watch, and then rotate services when you can. Of course, some people get stuck because they're chasing a list of channels. That's our second mistake today, and I'm going to show you a recent streaming audit that really illustrates this. This is from a YouTube TV subscriber, and at first glance, it looks like they have to stick with the big bundle. There's lots of broadcast and cable TV channels, right? I thought the same until I asked this user about the actual content they watch. Turns out they've been using YouTube TV mostly to watch reruns, shows that are available on Peacock or Paramount Plus, and some of the same shows even stream free on Pluto TV. So here's the takeaway. With content spread across so many apps, think less about must-have channels and more about must-have content. 2 free tools can really help with this. For shows and movies, justwatch.com. It tells you where to stream and how much it will cost. And ESPN's Where to Watch tool. It's great for figuring out your sports streaming options. There still can be some exceptions, like local stations and regional sports, but shifting your focus to content over channels is the mindset that will open the door to real savings. Mistake number 3 today, not factoring in the convenience tax. And this one gets overlooked a lot. One main reason why people tell me they stay with the live TV service, they enjoy the simplicity. A lot of content, and it's available from a single app. For the streaming audit I just mentioned, YouTube TV is their #1 app, and by far. And even if they could save money by building their own bundle of, let's say, 3 to 5 apps, that shift would mean changing their routine. And they'd have to open up multiple apps a day instead of navigating within only one. In other words, you're trading simplicity for savings. That is the convenience tax. But by now, many people are comfortable switching in and out of apps, and this is not a problem. But for others, some will sign up and stay with DIRECTV streaming service because they want the old cable TV look and feel, and even complete with channel numbers when using the Gemini Air device. Others place a high value on cloud DVR. The major live TV services let you save as many shows and movies as you want. Then you watch when you want, without worrying about replays or missing live airings. And then there are people who really like the features. YouTube TV's Multiview comes to mind, and they wouldn't want to move to a new service that doesn't have the same bells and whistles. Look, I'm just here to test out the money-saving options and report back to you. But if you're cutting back to the point where watching TV becomes kind of a chore, then maybe you want to stick with your live TV plan. Michael Saves is not a Death of TV YouTube channel. I want you to actually enjoy what you're watching on TV. Mistake number 4 today: overthinking the cancellation. I've tracked more changes in streaming in the last 5 months than the last 5 years combined. But here's the thing: you don't need to overthink canceling your live TV service. Let's talk about why. Think back to why you dropped cable or satellite and switched to streaming in the first place. For most people I've helped, the price simply got too high. And now, if you're thinking about canceling live TV streaming, ask yourself, is it the price again? Has the quality of programming gone downhill? Or are you just spending more time on other apps anyway? All of these are valid reasons to move on. The other day, I logged into my mom's YouTube TV account. I wanted to test for a retention offer. Unfortunately, she didn't get one, and I accidentally processed the cancellation. But because live TV services are contract-free, there was no risk. I reactivated her plan in seconds, and nothing was lost. So here's a simple way to test dropping live TV. Try a summer pause. Rip the Band-Aid off, cancel for a month or two, and see if you actually miss it. A lot of people tell me they don't, and they still find plenty to watch. And if you try out new standalone apps and like them, you might end up making that summer pause permanent. But even if you go back to live TV, the break could still pay off. I canceled YouTube TV in June 2024, and since then, they've emailed me multiple times with discounts trying to win me back. And don't forget, if you return to a different service, new customer offers are still a thing. I track the latest deals on michaelsavesdeals.com. Mistake number 5 today: letting frustration push you back to cable. With more standalone apps and flexible bundles, this may be the worst time to go back to a traditional pay TV bundle. Now, I said traditional bundles for a reason. Some cable companies are responding with new plans, and they work more like streaming services. For example, Xfinity has a live TV streaming bundle for sports and news, and another for entertainment channels, plus a separate bundle that includes several popular on-demand services. If you are already bundling internet and maybe phone service, these plans might be worth a look. But no matter what, make sure the TV part works like a streaming service. No contract, no hidden fees, cancel anytime. When I last polled my YouTube community, about a third of viewers said they pause or cancel their live TV streaming service throughout the year. So if that's you and you've got a tip to add, I want to hear about it in the comments below. Give this video a like if it helped you out, and subscribe to the channel to stay ahead on all things streaming. Thanks for watching.